fast here. Looks like we already got 71 people signed up for this 1.5 hour tournament, starting in 1 minute. Let's see here. I'll go ahead and withdraw, but we have a few grandmasters signed up over here. Let's see here. We got a Russian, of course. Grandmaster Favorito has been a pretty common player in most of our tournaments. And International Master Chess Wizard. I don't know if they played many tournaments. Ricky has been playing in our tournaments. Chess Warrior has, I believe, and Strong Canadian Master over here, Yaz. Akita Lover, AV Chess just joined up with us, and Vladimir Beleas joining us again. All right. So starting in 30 seconds, I'll go ahead and keep up with the games and give you guys who's ever in first place. Let's see. This will be every Friday, and it's brought to you by Chess for Less, and also from Chess for Less and American Chess Equipment. Also, see the links over here on the side if you do want to take a look at them. What the heck? Okay, sorry, I guess someone messed with this. I'll go ahead and do Chess Wizard right now, showing it. What is this? Ah, that's what it is. Okay, so let me go ahead and exit out of there. Throw this one over here. Oh, there we go. Nope, that's still not working. Ugh. Who messed with this? Alright, that should be good. Okay. So Yas against Chess Wizard, 7-3. And Yas is already berserking on the first game. Ah, very nice. You can see how he's playing this French variation and has actually gone for the queenside. Is going for the queenside castling. Yas a lot of times does not like to castle at all, but just tries to attack on the wings, which is very interesting. Seems to get a lot of good games. I believe he plays a lot of King's Indian attacks too. Yas was one of the winners this last week on our Tuesday tournaments that we also host. You can see how he did a very good job closing up the queen side. And the king side still opened up over here. Looks like they've only played one game with each other. Or 2 games, and it's even score for right now. I'm pretty sure they're going to be playing quite a few more. So it's 1-1. Alright. Knight c5, knight c4. Yeah, they're going to be able to open up the king side. That's the real question. Oof, thank God I got my coffee here. Let's see here. I like the way Chess Wizard is playing this, nice and slow, not playing too fast at all. Let me see here. Let me pull this up. Ah, well, White's doing a very good job. Although I'm interested that why Yaz would want to open up on the queen side over here. His king is not castled, but I don't think it's going to be castling anytime soon. Let's see here. All right. Whoa, what happened to this position? Things got a little crazy now. And Yaz is doing pretty well. Wizard's down to the last second, so he's Yaz is already caught up on that. And looks like has a better position, I believe. Rook d8. Putting pressure on d4. I would be curious if he's going to sacrifice, and he does sacrifice, yeah. Not a bad idea. You have these 2 passed pawns on the queen side, so they're just going to be marching up over here. King d5 might even be a move threatening queen takes d4. If you can win that d4 pawn, I'm pretty sure Yaz has no problem on going to this endgame. And it's always fun to see the lower rated berserking and going against their high rated opponents. Let's see. Got a new person jumping in, Angel Barragon. Is now on the team. Up to 747 members. We got 73 people playing. The doctor is in. Dr. Malikas is playing, and is currently now in first place. Oh, looks like Yaz made a mistake here. Oh no. D2. I want to say this should be a loss, but it's going to take proper technique here in this endgame. Queen check. I think that was probably a mistake, king c2, because now b4 will fall. If the king can get to... oh, maybe it is a draw. White declines the draw. King over. Now this was a problem right here, because now the queen's on b1, and black goes ahead and resigns. Yes, there's no way to control the d1 square anymore, so that's it. All right, let's go back and see who's up on the next one. Looks like Green Arrow, one of our tournament winners last time, is in first place. Let's go and see what Arrow's up to, and he is berserking over here. Again, one of our past winners who plays with us on a regular basis. Wow, e5 here. That's not something I typically see in this line. And weird enough to me, they did not take on e5. I would think taking on e5 would have been better there. Maybe queen d2 here for the tempo, hitting on the h6. Yep, they do play that. g4. Wow, Arrow is very aggressive over here, going in for all these moves. And Freddy decides just to go ahead and sacrifice the pawn. I mean the knight. Eesh. I'm gonna have to go with Arrow on this though. But look at because he did berserk, it is gonna be a little bit hard for him to win the game. Whoa, nice move. Castling queenside. Of course, we can't take because the queen would be hanging. And he got the pawns for this, so very nice. Holding on to it. Nice move there, c5. Freddy looks like a very fast player, though. Okay, bishop b5 check, nice. I would be looking at maybe... Okay, where's the knight going to? Maybe to e2? So now they can take on c3, which is a big threat. Not only I like this move because it also stops the queen from going to a5, where there is a lot of counterplay going on here. Remember, guys, if you're joining us, you can go ahead and play in the tournament if you like too. Ooh, watch out. There's like c4, b2 ideas. Look at this bishops. C takes d3. Very nice. Now no more of these b2 ideas. We are on Lead Chess. We are playing on there. And all you have to do is join up the team when we do weekly tournaments for free for cash. This one is a prize fund of $60. $30 for first place, $20 for second, and third place gets $10. There is no fee. All you gotta do is join up with us. 47 seconds left. Freddy's again playing very fast, and look at this pawn structure. A beautiful pawn structure and a very strong center. I'm not sure if I could handle this. Ooh, knight g5. Does h6 just get played here by black? I mean, even e takes d3 looks pretty nice here too. Freddy's using more time here, but I think more time is what he should be using. You know, a lot of times when people get berserked against, they tend to try and move fast to keep up, to try and win on time. A lot of these people that berserk are very fast players, and the best way to play against them is to come up with strong ideas and get them low on time with strong moves, not just playing very fast. So I do like the way that Freddy is playing this, because I think Freddy has a legit chance here. Again, down the piece, but ooh, nice move here. Look at e3, attacking here, but idea was to open up the bishop to attack b2. And now we also have a passed pawn over here on e3. I do like h6 still, kicking the knight away, and maybe going g5, f4 ideas, just marching these pawns down the board. That's what I'd be trying to do. Freddy's still thinking. Bishop f6. Uh-oh. This is not good. The queen c4 check here. The knight and the queen working together. You know what? Maybe we could just go king h8. g7 loses very fast to queen f7 and checkmate on h7, right? So maybe king h8 here. I don't see any good force moves. Yeah, so king h8, very nice. Knight f7, king g7. The king comes back. The knight is looking to go to d6. Ooh, h6 check. I missed this one. Oh my gosh, bishop d6 check. Bishop goes e7? Yeah, I think you're doing okay here. Rook takes. e7, right? Knight g5. No threat. No threat at all. Knight e5. Get back into it. You have to watch out for the time. 52 to 30 seconds here. Very good. Very good. Keep pushing them. d3, rook d8. Okay, queen d6, putting pressure on d3. Knight f4, very nice. e6 check is back, and also guarding the d3 square. Maybe knight g4? This knight is undefended. Knight takes h7. Rook takes, queen takes. Wow, beautiful tactics here with green arrow. I missed this myself. Queen takes, knight check, knight takes. And from up, wins back the material, but also has devastated the pawns. Knight check. I don't know. Oh, and he lost another one. 45 seconds. These two passed pawns are a little annoying, but I'm pretty sure arrow's going to bring it in. And look, this pawn's coming into queen. This game is lost. Freddy will be checkmated far before he sees the queens coming in. Basket versus increment. Alright, on to the next game. Let's see what's going on. So green arrow is now in first place. Let's see here. I think we might keep up with green arrow, or was everyone in first place right now? Unless you guys have another person that you want to check out. So green arrow looks like he got a draw first round. And then... Okay. Yeah, he just started up again. And berserking again against a National Master rated only 2100. Let's see how this National Master does. Ooh, there's a National Master play. Oh, okay, here we go. d4, d5. c4, knight c6. I think green arrow is going to do the Shikorin. One of my favorites. This is a very fun opening. Definitely not the best positionally, but it is very fun to play. Bishop takes f3, queen takes d5. You're going to give up the bishop pair to get this weird kind of attack on the center. And it's pretty obvious. I mean, it's pretty normal for black to play bishop b4 and give away the other bishop. So it's going to be two knights versus two bishops. With the strong center, you would think that white would be better, but it's not the case. Queen d6. This is main theory. Typical is castling queenside here too. Doesn't look like he's going to be going there anytime soon. Knight e7. Maybe bishop b5, bishop d3. White's king is going to be having this messed up king side. So I am curious if they're going to castle. I'm not even really... Oh, they did allow taking on f3. They usually don't allow this taking on f3 in a lot of these Shikorin lines. But I think this is very much in the spirit, especially since you're berserking over here. Thank you again. This is for American Chess Equipment and Chess for Less sponsored tournament. We have another person joining in, Balanced Chess. You are now in the tournament. Have some fun. You have really good chances to play International Masters, Grand Masters. Ooh, a Women's International Master is now in first place. And I don't know what this National Master is thinking right now. Bishop back to d3. I guess trying to go for some kind of kingside attack. I assume rook g1 is going to be in the mix. Okay, so bishop c1, nice move. Reround to go to a3. The queen jumps out the way pretty fast. I assume rook e8 will come into play. You got to try and open up the center here. White's having an easy time. Oh, and I missed this. The pawn on f3 is being attacked right here. Yeah, green arrow I think is gonna take this game. Doing a very good job by creating all these complications. Knight d5, attacking on c3, forking the rooks. Oof. And e takes d4. Now e takes d4 is the move here, because the knight will take back for the pin. This is why you're supposed to castle. Strong center, though. What do you play now? E takes d4 still. And then, wow, knight takes d4. That I am impressed with. I have no idea what black is thinking of right now. I assume you could just play your bishop back somewhere, right? Are you able to just play bishop c2 and... Okay, so rook b3. He's going to go to try and guard this. c5, yep. c5, a threatening pawn to c4. Queen c2, maybe. Threatening the check and also guarding the c4 square. He does. And I don't think c4 just works yet. Because of the pin, because we're going to take in check and then we get the bishop out of there. So queen h4 stopping this threat. It looks like the sack on d4 was not the right approach. I think he is doing quite well now. First place is Peng Ling Min. I don't know who that is. Women's International Master, and Green Arrow is now in third place. Queen g5 check, nice. Is there a pin right here or something? Something with rook takes d2. Actually, you could play rook takes e4 here, I believe. Because of the back rank checkmate. So pawn takes, queen f6. Yes, but... Okay, so this is definitely better for white. Now that the sacrifice on e4. The time's coming to issue. The question is he going to be able to survive the blitzing? See, queen f5, queen f3. Of course, trying to kill the trades. Queen f6. That's a very annoying move right there. Queen d5 check just in the nick of time. Probably rook e6 next, kicking it back. You don't want to take on f6 trading off queens. It kills a lot of your play, but also a lot of these checkmating ideas with a pawn on f6. Double up the rooks. Takes. And takes the pawn. No fear. I love it. Be careful. You don't want to allow that bishop back in the game. Queen e4 is very nice here. Pitting that rook. And maybe even queen g4 checking ideas. Oof. Trying to get those queens off the board. Here I was going to say, I don't think it's actually the too bad to trade off anymore. You got these 3 passed pawns over here. And with a time like this is not really good for you. Rook d6 is not good. This was not a good move for the master. 3 passed pawns. I believe black is actually better in this position now. f6 might get played. Of course, the bishop's just gonna... Oh no, black is. I'm gonna go with black in this game. Unfortunately, the time is just not good for him right now. At least a draw here for black, I'd say. At least. King c4, a3, b3 idea. a3, h5. Running out of tempos. Nice. King to d2. Was threatening to go king c2, which would have been a big threat. The bishop is on the right diagonal here. a2, king to c2. Very nice on tempo. And draw. Oh my gosh. I thought this was going to be a win. Why are they taking these draws? All right, who's in first place now? Okay, Arrow's back in first place with a win. Tied with Steven Rojas. And Felix is in third place. Let's go ahead and check up with... who is this? International Master. 2 International Masters going at it. And, Bishop and Rook versus Knight and Rook. Both 2,500 level players. 14 seconds. Muhammad has been playing with us. I think he took first place in our 960 tournament, which was, another mistake there. Muhammad has been with us for a lot of the tournaments and has taken lots, I think, 2 prize money, 2 first place this week. On 960 on Wednesday, winning him $50, and then on Tuesday winning $15. Let's see if he can win the $30 here on Friday. Very fast player, obviously, as you can see, and very tricky. Look at these sneaky moves being played. 2 seconds left. Rook check, very nice. Oh my gosh. Oh, and then timeout for black. Oh my gosh. So very nice. He just couldn't get into it. I wasn't sure if that was a stalemate or not. You have to watch out for Muhammad. Definitely a strong one. He's already in first place now. See what Chess Wizard is up to versus Green Arrow. What opening was this? It looks like some kind of d4. Knight f5. Okay. Very solid opening here for white. I am liking black here though. e4, bishop back to e7, I assume. I guess you could even just move the queen. Because of these double pawns here, you're never really worried about the bishop taking. Yeah, most of the time you would play bishop e7, but since the double pawn here, not really a threat. Rook b8 or bishop d4 I like. I like bishop d4. Threatening to solidify the position, and also the knight can't move or else we're going to take on e4. And it looks like Wizard agrees. And it looks like Wizard has a plus score against Green Arrow. Wizard's at 5.5 versus Arrow's only 1.5. Oof. I definitely like Wizard's position. This is a good bishop. The knight I'm not too sure is good or not. b3, maybe rook b4. Trying to target this e4 pawn. Okay, rook to d8. Rook d3. Yeah, this whole tension that Arrow does is very nice. Oh my gosh, I just realized out of all these moves, it seems like it's been forever, and Arrow's only spent 15 seconds, and Wizard has only spent 40 seconds now. Still plenty of time left in this tournament. Still got an hour and 10 minutes. Muhammad's in first place. FIDE Master Diego Flores is in second, and Green Arrow is in third. Rook to b4. Okay, so looking at these bishop takes c3 ideas and then winning the pawn on e4. Rook back to b8. I was a little tempted to play rook d4 to solidify the position. Okay, so queen a5 attacking the a3 pawn that's undefended. b4. If you take on a3, there's the knight takes d5 idea, right? If you take this pawn over here. Tactical defense there. And this is very annoying at the knight getting to c5. Very, very good play in this game, I had to say, by Green Arrow. Be careful. Knight c5 comes with the tempo of knight to a6 threat. Forking the rooks. Taking back toward the center, always a good idea. What's Chess Wizard up to now? Okay. That's a nice move. No more knight a6 ideas. And also getting the rook to the open file. Where does the knight go? To b3? You definitely don't want those double pawns there. I'm not sure on that one. Queen g4. Looks like he is willing to give up these double pawns over here. So bishop takes c5, queen to e7, attacking the c5 pawn. And I like the take back with this. Ooh, but c4 is annoying. You really wish your rook was on c8 so you can just take this pawn. Rook to a4. Beautiful move. For the pin and the win. Can you play queen takes c5 here? I think you can. Queen takes c5, take on d4, and at the end of this, you're going to take back on d5. Yep, queen takes c5. Very nice. Rook takes d4. And then rook takes d4. You don't want to take back with... You do want to take back with the queen. Maybe this is a drawn king and pawn. I think this is good for black, though. The rook is behind the pawn. We're going to try to use this d pawn to push forward. And the king's going to try to run against these pawns. I don't know if this is a draw or not. I definitely think black has winning chances here. Although looking at the time, man, these guys play so fast that nothing really bad has happened in this position as far as trying to win on time. Rook to c8, rook a6 check. King f5 would be a little embarrassing to get checkmated with g4. And now I think the d-pawns are maybe almost lost now. If the king goes back to e7, the king gets to d4. And you can see they're offering draws. White offers the draw, and black keeps declining. Okay, so rook c2 is the threat, though. So it's not so simple just to lose the d-pawn. These lateral checks, I don't know. Okay, so rook c2. Oh, so rook c4 check. The f4 pawn. And it's really nice to win this pawn because the rook is still defending on f7. King e7. Rook f5 check. King f6. Yeah. We're going to bring this king around here to get to this great square on g4. Ooh. Rook f1. Still allowing the king over here. I like keeping the rook on this f-file. It's a simple idea of just trying to keep the king out of the over here to defend. Blocking off the king is a very important idea in these endgames, especially in the rook and pawn endgames. This g4 might have been bad for Green Arrow. Maybe we found Green Arrow's weakness. It's definitely not moving fast because Green Arrow is a very fast player. We're at 82 players right now. Rook f2 check, king e6. I think I would have gone just jumped up the king to g5. Is this draw though? King f6, g5 check. If king e6, you're helping get the rook to a better square. So king f7. And here come the lateral checks. The problem is that if you do get your king to h7, there's nowhere to go. Rook over, rook e7. Maybe rook e4 check. So the rook has to go to a4. I believe this should be a very good endgame for black as far as rook and pawn. So I don't think you want to trade off. I don't think Green Arrow will do that. Let's see here. All right, another player has joined us in. All right, you are now in the tournament, buddy. You can now play. Diego is just taking first place, tied with Yaz, and it's also Steven Rojas in third place. First place is tied by Diego, FIDE Master, and National Master Yaz. So he does go in for this king and pawn endgame. King e7. All about the opposition. You have to make sure that the king doesn't go too far, though. This is a Zugzwang. I'm just curious if you can just go like king d7 and then run your king to c6 and just push the pawn forward. It's gonna you should be counting squares so you can get your pawn across. It seems like too many though. I would think king c6 would just be winning, but maybe I'm missing something. King c6, maybe h5 gets played, and the king can't go forward because the pawn gets pushed up. So right now they're battling over opposition. Where does the king go? King to f8? This h5 idea, I guess, is real. Chess Wizard's only down to 20 seconds, though. Probably will just take the draw, yeah. At this point, the draw is the best that they can probably do. All right, who are we at? Let's check out what Diego is up to. Oh, the game is already over. Who won, though? Oof. All right. Losing your queen is not a good thing. So Green Arrow and Diego are actually up to bat. And Green Arrow has berserked, going for those wins. Green Arrow's been kicked off all the way down to 7th place. Wow. And Green Arrow's actually playing the Accelerated Dragon. Boo, c4. They're Marazzi behind against the Accelerated Dragon. A lot of these times, these will go into a knight and bishop endgame. a5, a4. The typical idea is to play a3, making this long diagonal weak on the dark squares. And this is the knight and bishop endgame I was talking about. Knight c5. You don't really care about losing this one because it's opposite color bishop, so I'm not sure if Green Arrow was trying to play... Ooh, wait. Oh, okay, yeah, I'm sorry. I was thinking b4 was going to get played to win a piece, but a takes b3. He's already pre-moved it. And where does the queen go? Back to d8, because b4 is going to get played. And knight to a4. Oof. You don't want to move this pawn at all. Doubling up. Where is this knight going? I'm scared for it. I guess you can go to c3. White, I think, might want to trade off the bishop to try to make this knight bad. And then you have hopefully good bishop versus bad knight over here. Knight c3. And this is why I wanted to play bishop to d4. I didn't want this knight coming here. I'm not sure what it's really doing here, but bishop d4. Let's get rid of this bishop so we can get rid of this knight. This knight is too good for where it's at. The knight on a4 is a terrible piece. Ah, queen c1. The threat now is knight e2 check. So he takes it away. And now bishop d2. What is g3 about? Yeah, why don't you just go bishop d2 here? I guess bishop d2 is really still a big threat here. And then what do you be doing? Bishop h3. Very nice. Getting rid of the rook, and now the game is lost. At least I don't see any good ideas. If the rook moves away, this knight's lost. I was like, why did he play g3? g3 was helped bring the bishop out to control the c8 square. Great idea. And look at this. Diego's... Whoa. I hope Diego's human. Only spending 13 seconds? That's pretty impressive. Rook c8 gets played. Bishop takes c3. Rook takes. And wow. Good. Go for green arrow. Not giving up. Rook c8 check most likely will get played. Trading off and going into these into a winning endgame. Queen c3 check also coming into play. Oh, Diego finally taking some time here. Rook c8 check. Queen takes. Queen back to c3. Bishop g2. Everything's guarded. Pawn takes. Yeah, you want to give your king some escape squares, and he does that, and yep, that's it. No more cheap shots. All right, Steven Rojas against Peng Limin, International Master, and I think this is the first time. Oh, I forgot, this is a 3-2 game. 3-2. We usually don't do increments, but American Chess Equipment Shelby likes 3-2, so I'm not even too sure where Shelby's at, if or what handle he's playing underneath today. Bishop d7. Man, with the way that how fast they're playing, one of the big problems with this with berserking is that, especially with these increment tournaments, is that whenever you berserk, you get half the time, so you get double the points, but you don't get your increment. And that's already a really, really big disadvantage for you if you don't get your increment in. Let's see, knight c5 maybe? Or just play b6 and then knight c5. b5. Be careful, this c6 square is not very weak. Simple plan for me if I was Steven Rojas is just playing knight back to f3, d4, and then jumping to this beautiful c6 square. a3, yeah, that's asking for b4 here. I think black's pretty happy now. Now he'll have good counterplay against the b pawn. What is Steven thinking about? Okay, so he takes on b4. Queen b8, nice move. Putting pressure on b4 over here with the queen. Planning on taking with the queen? Possibly. Maybe the knight looks better on c5 over here. So we'll take with the queen and then throw the knight to c5. I mean, Steven has, Ping has more time than what he started with. Yas is in first place with 19. Steven's in second with 17, and Diego is in third place. With 16 points. Bishop takes b5, nice. A lot of times I don't think you really like this light square bishop anyway, so I'm pretty sure. Yeah. Oh, well, he wants to keep it. Maybe because the c6 square is so weak. The bishop is a very good defender of it. So good that Steven finally brings the knight back to f3 to d4 to c6. Queen b7. Ooh, I like it. Queen takes b2. Let's get greedy. I think Steven just missed this. You could take the a7 pawn. Knight a4, attacking the queen. And then where is this queen going to? b5. Okay, so Steven's just seeing what Ping's up to. Now I definitely like Ping's position. Or, I'm not sure how to pronounce it. Is it Ping or Ping? We'll go with Ping. Knight b5, nice. You might take on c7 now. Although you're going to be releasing this really big pass c-pawn. And yeah, he doesn't want to do that. He just plays knight c5. Oof. These knights are just a nightmare over here. Just a nightmare. Rook c8. This is very tempting to just go ahead and give the exchange away. But look at Rojas getting very low on time here. The lower the time, the bigger the mistakes. Bishop f5, and there's the mistake right there. Oh! e4 stopping it. c5 is still hanging. Ah, but now we can take on c6. That's the idea. Knight a7. What a weird looking move. Okay, rook a7. Bishop takes. That's not right. Can't you just take on c8 here? Well, Steven is low on time. e6, very good. Keeps undermining. Yeah, this queen's almost trapped over here in the corner. We have a new person in first place. Loco 13. Knight to e5. Opposite colored bishops. This, I think, definitely helps out the attacking idea. Oh, okay. I was gonna say I'd like to play rook takes, but yeah, the bishop c4 was what was the worrying part. Bishop to d4, I think. And Ping actually has a plus score against Steven. I just realized that right now. Ooh. But looks like yeah, Ping is making some good threats over here. Okay, queen e8 and bishop d4. Okay, queen a5. Rook c7, nice. Trying to make some trades here. Queen e8. I want to put pressure on the e4 pawn. Very nice. And bishop d4, once the bishop gets there, this is going to be a very solid position. Okay. Okay, now the c5 pawn is taken care of. Rook c6, he's still trying to make some trades here. I'm not sure if this alleviates the position for his benefit or not. Steven's getting low on time. Rook b8, nice move, threatening rook to b2. And can we play rook b2? Ooh, that was a blunder. Rook takes e6 is a big threat. Wait a second, can we just play rook takes e6? Yeah, rook takes e6, rook takes c2, rook takes check. Ooh, very nice. Winning a pawn before we do that. This is, uh-oh, and he tried to go for the pre-move, but no, that does not work. Nice cheap shot, but did not work here. All right, Loco's in first place. Green Arrow versus Loco. Let's see what's going on. This unknown 2400 versus Green Arrow. And I think Loco started in late. The Loco did start off with a loss and has won the last 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 games. And Loco is playing pretty crazy, keeping up with the name. Loco is crazy in Spanish. Yas is now back in first place, starting off with 2 losses and now has gone on to win most of his games. Let's see here. F3, taking away that e4 square. Loco's trying to get his king safe over here in the corner. Wonder if is Belus not playing today, Vladimir? I guess not. A lot of title players here today, though. Okay. Let's see here. Beautiful square for that knight on c6. Rook d1. Very nice move here. I was a bit tempted to play bishop d4, but how many attackers do we have here on e5? 1, 2. Yeah, okay. We just squeezed out of it. Of course, we can't take because the pin on the queen over here on g3. Let's see here. Okay, so knight takes, still in the pin. Oh, and trades again. Bishop takes e5. I thought this would be very good for white. Now this bishop's beautiful over here. I mean, look at this bad rook. Black's threatening to go king h7, let the rook out, though. So I guess this is probably the best that they can hope for. Just reading some of the comments over here. One of them is my student playing an NM, and he says he's very nervous. Knight d3 gets played. As much as he wanted to play this move, it's artificial. Doesn't really do anything. Okay, bishop d4, attacking this b6 pawn. 51 minutes left, really. And let's check out the standings. 84 participants. Yas is in first place right now. Loco right behind him, and the Doctor's in third place. The Doctor's back. Ooh, and he just dropped the rook. So watch out for these strong players. So there you go. Oh, let's check out what the Doctor and Yas are up to, fighting out for second and third place over here. Loco is holding the first place. Okay, e4. Knight e7 check. I assume king f8. Bishop takes e4. Well, the Doctor's rating's a little low today at only 2,400. Usually around 2,500, 2,600 most of the time. Very solid player. Usually plays Scandinavia in the London system. Rook b6. And I believe we could just take here on d6 because the knight hangs at the end of this if we try to grab this knight over here. Okay, very nice. Take b2, and then if the pawn goes up, then you're going to take... Oh my gosh. Crazy variations here. Defending everything. Yeah, Yaz is thinking. I'm trying to find out what we're supposed to do here too. Knight e8's a plan here to try and put more pressure on d6, I guess. Rook a6. Why was this played? This rook b5 is strong here, threatening the rook check, but then also, of course, the pawn, which you just won. Rook b5, knight e4, I assume. Cutting off the bishop. Attacking the rook, so now we could win here. Yeah, I would take on c6 here. I think this might be the best way to play for our draw. Being down 2 pawns. Lucky to have these kind of opportunities. Knight takes on d6. Okay. Rook back to b6. I would not make any more trades, and we gotta start blockading this passed pawn over here. And that passed pawn is moving up fast. b4. This knight's an anchor right here. My gosh. Holding down the pawns, but also getting ready just to push forward. Oof. And it looks like the Doctor and Yaz have played, and the Doctor has a plus score. Although by looking at this, he wouldn't really make that prediction. Oof. Well, maybe we could. Is b4 just hanging? Ah, very nice. Tried to go for this knight takes, rook takes. But look at this. 19 seconds left. And Yaz still has a good minute left. Okay, so now you can take on b4. And it's most likely going to whittle down to a draw. Ooh, actually, h6 is falling. Knight f5. Okay, I like this knight f5 move. These rook and pawn end games are very tough. A lot of little burner moves that the Yaz is trying to play here. Uh-oh, no more burners here. Do you take the chance and go king f6? Okay, so he was going to go for this. I wasn't sure if he was going to do this or not. No, oh, knight f6? Oh, no, not a big deal. The Doctor's getting scared, you could tell. He's starting to pre-move, and these are not the best pre-moves. Knight back to e4. Gotta be careful that you don't get the draw. Knight takes f2 check. Ooh, the knight's almost trapped. Be careful. Knight to d1. Knight g3. I like it. Rook f2 check. I think that Yaz is going to pull this off. The doctor did not have enough time this game. Knight takes g3. Knight h5 check. Just keeps bothering with all these little checks. Not the best, and he just goes ahead and throws in the towel. It's just not going to work. Oh my gosh. Very nice game. Alright, Yaz is now back in first place. Second place, Chess Wizard, and Loco is in third. And who is this Loco? I've never seen Loco before. Loco, okay. Been on fire. And Kappa Rubenstein is in fifth place. Another untitled player. Queen to d2. Loco is down on time. Man, the Crucial is just destroying Loco. A good 200 points below and destroying him on time. Position, though, I guess Loco is a bit better. Now Loco is threatening pawn to b4 to try and create these passed pawns over here. Queen f5. Ready to go for the end game. Looks like Loco can play pretty fast here, too. Trading off queens would definitely make this easy. Knight takes g6. Very nice little touch there. Maybe queen e5 I like. Queen and pawn endgame would be very slow, so it'd be hard to make progress. And also, we're attacking this b5 pawn over here. b4, the one move I was scared of. Oh, no, wait a second. Are we not just going rook check here? King h7. Curiouser and curiouser. I like it, d5. Get your pass pawn running. Let's just... d6. Okay, I don't know. It is important that this king is on h2. So now this does not queen in check. d7. In check. Oh, I think white is now winning. I think we are winning because we're going to win a rook if we win this pawn race too. And I think you'll have enough time to bring your piece back to stop this. So you can't even go rook f8 because rook e8 gets played. And if you queen, rook takes check, queen checkmate. And where does this rook go to? This is Loco's second loss here. Rook check, of course. Rook takes. And now queen. And is there a checkmate here? I don't think there's any checkmates. I think I would just play rook e8 here. Threatening the queen. On d8. And the queen on d8 comes very nicely because we're threatening checkmate on h8. Well, this is a wild position. The Crucial is taking their time, which is a very smart move. Queen b8. Okay. So not only are trying to get this out with a tempo, and the queen is guarding the Crucial f4 square. Without that, the checkmate would have been very fast. Yaz in first place with 27, Muhammad at 25, and Chess Wizard at 24 points. But the Loco is about to go down. Very nice game by the Crucial. Looks like this is their first time playing too. From Turkey. And I have a score against them. 1-1. Strong player. Queen f6, letting the escape score happen. And also threatening the queen f4 check. Very nice. Queen g3, nice. There is no more check anymore. And the queen will happen here. So trade off queens. Oh, no, you can't trade off queens. Just make a queen. Can you make a queen? Queen takes, rook takes, pawn. No, it. Oh, yeah, no. You just make a queen. This is a pin. Yes, very nice. Just make a pin. And that's game over. Up an extra rook here for no good reason. Very nice. But Crucial played a very good game here. Let's see what the Yaz is up to. And Chess Wizard on for another game they played. This is going to be their second game this tournament, third game overall. And then I'm definitely liking the Chess Wizard again. Look at these passed pawns over here. Knight check. Ooh, and I think this is winning. Pawn takes. Because if he went ahead and just like move the king over, you'll trade and then play pawn b5 forking. So, ooh, knight c3 was a blunder. Oh, no, wait, no, b5 second of the knight. Knight to e7, I guess? Knight a5. Trying to guard the b7 square. Is knight c3 okay? Rook takes. Rook check. Ah, rook skewer is at the end. Oh my gosh. Very nice calculation by the wizard. Very nice. Mohammed's out of nowhere, though. Went from 2 losses now into first place. I don't even know where you came from, Mohammed. Yeah, let's check it out. I love to see a Najdorf. Let's see here. A5. I assume this was a Najdorf. Was this a Najdorf? E4, C5, Knight F3, D6. Yeah, this was a Najdorf. Looks a bit tame. I'm not sure what line this was. I mean, black looks pretty good in this position, though. Mohammed's thinking about this. He did not want to chance it against Loco. Loco's the unknown, but 4th place has a few wins. The doctor's also back over here in 5th place. Bishop c6. I like this move. Oh, you have to take back with the queen. Yeah, I didn't realize. I was hoping to take back with the pawn, but bishop takes would have been very annoying. Very nice move by Loco. Bishop to d4. e5 is now the threat. And I don't think you can go e5 here. Ah, okay. Yeah, e5, you're just going to take the queen. I was very tempted to try and play e5 in these positions, but the d5 square just looks like it's going to get too weak. So how do you make progress here? Okay, so knight to d7. Maybe bishop f6 is going to come. I do like rook c. Ooh, nice tactic here by the Loco. After pawn takes, pawn takes. You don't have to take, though. But after pawn takes, you're going to win that bishop on e7 and have a nice rook there, too. The bad thing is, like, this queen doesn't really have any good squares, does she? I guess if you go... Okay, so he does go trade. Knight e5, very nice. Is this a winning tactic? Wow, very nice calculation here. Let me see, make sure no one else is in the waiting area. Yep, no, we're good. 84 players right now. 95. Looks like it's winning the exchange here with the rook. So just gives up the exchange. Pawn takes, of course. Bishop b6. Not a big problem, I would think. Queen d7, putting pressure on d5 right away. f5, e4. Cut that pawn off. f5 and e4 is what I would be looking at. Queen d6, okay. I mean, they're just asking for f5 now, right? Okay. f5 does get played. And, okay, I think the reason why we want to go queen d6 here was if the pawn does get the d6, the bishop can defend. So, now we keep the pawn on the light square so we can attack it. Here, I would try to attack the pawn with... Let's see. Oh, okay. Their problem solving was rook f7 to d7. I would have played e4, rook e8, and then rook e5 and rook takes d5. F3, very nice undermining here, and the h3 pawn will fall. So pawn takes on g2. You can't. That's why they couldn't play g3. Take on e5. Rook e8 looks pretty annoying. And the rook sliding over is pretty annoying too. Although if you're playing with Loco, you might as well chance it, right? Okay, yep. Yeah, you're just going to have to chance it here. Win or lose. I mean, that's it. Queen h2. Hoping that this h pawn is going to be good enough for you. Queen f3, nice tempo. Attacking the rook. And I think... rook f6 is going to be a killer idea. Threatening rook h6 ideas for the checkmate for the queen. but also stopping any kind of queen takes g2, so the rook will just come back to g6. Oh, doesn't want that though. Keeping queens on the board. King h7 maybe? Yeah. Bishop d4. Do you go g5 here? Rook check. Queen check. Yeah, you'd love to go queen e5 check here, but just unfortunately the bishop's right there. g5. I like it. g5 getting pushed up forward. Put the rook to e7, rook e1, and maybe come around the back end. You can also try to improve your position with like king g6. I mean, black has all day here as far as positional means. White is struggling to find a constructive plan. Ooh, okay. No, the pawn is defended. Loco's very good at making these traps. If the queen takes f2. Oh no, I think he could have taken that pawn. The bishop was I thought for some reason was going to be a check. The rook to e7 was check. So yeah, white resigns over here. All right, so Mohammed's keeping up the first place. Let's see, Yaz versus Akita Lover against the Grandmaster. We had about 5 or 6 Grandmasters signed up, and all the international masters and national masters are kicking butt today. Let's see, Akita Lover playing really fast though. Knight d4 and queen trap. Beautiful. Oh my gosh, Yaz must not be happy getting the queen trap like that. So down a full piece and down on time. I don't know how much. Wait a second. Was Akita Lover down a piece then? 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh wow. Okay. Looks like we're just up the exchange then. No, wait, what am I saying? 2, 4. Wait, black's the one losing? Whoa. Akita Lover is not doing well then, huh? And I don't even think you could play. Nice move, bishop e5. I was going to say, you can't play rook e6 because bishop h3 was going to skewer and win. a7 pawn. Yeah, that's a little annoying. The a2 pawn hangs in this variation. Knight c5, very nice move. Binding it. Knight b4. Yeah, knight b4. Attack the c6 pawn. Knight d4. Okay. Actually, this looks a little bit better. There's f5 ideas in these ones too. Knight c4. Nice annoying moves here. Yeah, I would just take on c6. The knight's beautiful on this square. Although, I am curious after knight takes e3, king takes e3, rook c8. The c5 knight is hanging. Knight e7 check, rook takes, and then rook takes knight. So throws in the check now to stop this variation, I assume. Knight f5 for the tempo. And now, where's this bishop going? Yeah, bishop e5 looks nice. Uh-oh. Check. And if knight takes, the doubling of the rooks here are devastating. So rook takes, double up the rooks. Yes. Bishop f1, c4. Yeesh. f7 will be lost. If the second rank falls, that's going to be it. Mohammed's in first place right now with 39. Chess Wizard at second place with 32. And Yaz at 29, third place. Oof. Mohammed is now leaving the field behind again. Yeah, Mohammed just came out of nowhere. Has just been devastating. Wonder who this is. Who is Mohammed? Is that your real name? Okay, so trying to relieve the pressure. But this won't do too well. Either f7 is going to fall or a5 is going to fall. Now the rook can get behind the pawn. Although, looks like Akita Lover, yep. Best chance is just trying to create some passed pawns over here on the queen side. The king side. f7 falls. Bishop takes f7. Oof. Knight f5 check. King G5. I don't think... Yeah, I was going to say, you don't want to go backwards. G6. I'm not sure about this knight f5 move. Other than gaining time. But Yaz is berserk this game, so... is definitely limited on time right now. Hey, Title Killer, how's it going? Thank you for making it. Hopefully you'll get some games against some of these title players. And you can live up to your name. Thank you, Lucas. Just get off work. Yeah, today was a long day for me too. Man, I was falling asleep before this start. I did private lessons all day and had the camp, and oh my gosh. But I'm here, and it did wake me up. I'm feeling a lot better just watching all these guys play. Ooh, look at these passed pawns. But that's a big pawn right there itself. H4, keep pushing it. Knight E4 check. Knight C8. Ayaz is just going for his own pawn. Doesn't even care about these ones over here. Knight takes king. Okay, bishop G2. Nice. Oh my gosh. I think king G4 was a lot safer to play. Is this winning? I think you could theoretically sacrifice both your bishop and your rook here, and you still might be in a winning king and pawn endgame. And maybe Yaz had planned that. I'm not too sure, but either way, it's working. It's working. 47th place. Let me see here. So you're on the 4th page? 5th page, sorry. You're tied with a few GMs. The ones that didn't play. Oh, very nice endgame here. Grandmaster Akita Lover is not happy and resigns. Alright, let's see what's going on. Let's check out what Muhammad's up to in first place, playing against unknown Alan Yerman. Let's see here. Rook E1, nice. Queen takes. And Muhammad got the extra pawn at the end, but is this going to be enough? This is a very big pin. You know what? Queen E6. Queen H5. Nice little trap here by him. If you tried to play Bishop D6, you did lose the game to Queen D1 check and then winning. This is how these guys get their rating so high. They got these nice traps. Queen C6, King H2, King G1. You want to go H2 because you want to stay out of these checks. There's nothing worse than a surprise check. Man, look at the time though. They both were playing so fast here. They both have only spent a few time here. I guess they're only on move 33, but still. Man, what opening was this? It's like just a fianchetto. G6, Bishop H6, nice. That is very annoying. I'm not sure. Alan, I think, is might be able to either get a draw here. You got to play your king to H2. This is frustrating me that they're allowing these checks. The king can't move anywhere. The pawns can't really move anywhere. King G2. I don't know why Ellen keeps letting these checks happen. And I'm pretty sure Muhammad's ready for a draw, because I don't think there's any way to make progress. If he lets him, he's going to go F6 and then King to F7. Maybe F6 or, I don't know, F5. But Muhammad's playing it cool right now, not doing Bishop E3. I guess Bishop H6 is still there. If I was Alan, I would probably offer a draw, because I don't really see the progress. Alright, Muhammad's in first place with 39. Yaz in second place with 32. And Chess Wizard in third place with 32. Awesome. Tie for second and third here. Spare My Rat in fourth place. And Ping is in fifth place with 27. Poor Muhammad. Just can't get out of this pin. Was definitely winning, but I guess missed this whole idea. And I'm not sure if he's going to try... Okay, so he's going queen e7, so he's going for the plan. f6, and then either f6 or f5. The idea is to get the king to f7, though. That's the plan anyways. You got to get out of this pin. I don't know. Is Muhammad going to do this or not? Queen a3. Not the most colorful game I've seen here. Check, and then just keeps going back. I don't know. I don't know if he wants to play for the win or not. Alan's been doing very well, though. He's on 10th place. Untitled player. Rated, well, 2,500? Oh, I didn't realize that the rating there. Oh, man, they're around the same rating. Maybe the king and pawn in game is drawn, and that's why they're not trying to make progress. Ah, and they've played one game before, and Alan won last time. Looks like Alan has a little bit of a psych scare on Muhammad. Muhammad's wasting a lot of time in this game. He's allowing his opponents to catch up on time. Or on wins, I'm sorry. There is only 25 minutes left in the tournament, so that's going to be a good 6, 12, 18, 24. A good 4 to 6 games that can get played if they're not berserking. Queen a3, queen a7. This is as fun as watching a Petrov. Queen a1, check, king g2. Yeah, come on, guys, take the draw. What opening was this? Oh, king's Indian. Yeah, that can take a lot of the fun out of any position. Muhammad's getting really low on time, though. Okay, so he finally goes with f6. He has to play for the win now. He was aiming to play this a while back. He should have played his queen to e7 before playing this. Eesh. And now queen takes g6 check is a real threat. Oh my gosh, this queen e8 was a killer move. And now Muhammad's going to lose this game from a winning position to a drawn position to a lost position. First place. Queen takes g6 check. Queen takes h5. We're going to take on h6 on f8 first. Oh my gosh. Only 4 seconds, 6 seconds left. Well, oh yeah, I forgot. It is 3-2. What am I thinking? There's plenty of time in this game. Queen f3. But yeah, other than trying to play for a win, I would just probably take the draw. It's taking a very long time for 3 points. Muhammad's still in first place. Chess Wizard just got another win though. Spare My Rat is now in 3rd place. Queen to d4. The only way to win is to try and trade off these queens, and then you can get this king in king in game. White offers a draw, black declines. Now black offers the draw. It's always fun when they go back and forth like that. When the shoe's on the other foot. What are we doing? Queen f2? Queen f... Okay. I like that move quite a bit. You know, in the light squares, threading this h5 check. Even h1 checkmate ideas too. h5, king g2, queen check, king f2. Muhammad's just not making it easy for Alan. Queen f2, so he can finally block with, I'm sure he's happy with. Queen g2. King h2. Oof. Long drawn out game, which will probably end in a draw. What move are we on? This king just cannot escape the checks, and it's a draw. Oof. I'm sure they're very happy about that because again, you need to rack up as many points as possible. Muhammad does get 2 points with that though. And let's see here. Let's check out what Yaz is up to. Yaz is a very fun player. A lot of times he'll do this kind of setup and not even castle and just go for the attack. It's a weird setup. It's like a close Sicilian almost. Castles. And has a big kingside advantage here. Let's see here. Of course, the route I'm looking at is this nice h4 to f5 idea. And Yaz is going to take it. Yaz is up on time. I'm surprised Yaz did not berserk. Let's see. I need to change it that they cannot come into tournaments if they do not have an official rating on here. Knight f5. Let's do it. Might play a little slower, though. Knight f5. Okay, I like this. Of course, bishop has to take. That knight's way too strong. Knight takes h6. Check was being threatened. Knight takes g7. Just too many ideas there. Bishop takes h6. Very simple tactic to lose to. And now you got an extra pawn here with a strong attack still. I do miss my dark square bishop, but I understand why I had to leave. Queen e1. Yeah, I was going to say that doesn't look like it's a very good move. You definitely don't want to go knight g3 and put yourself in that pin. Rook f5, and then queen f1. Queen f3, and triple up. Yep, here he goes. Queen f1. Now he can get the knight to g... Oh, no. Queen e... Oof. I want to get the knight to g3. Oh, yeah, you have to be careful. Knight h4 threats here. b3. Well, at least now you can get your knight to g3, yeah. And then either knight to h5, or maybe you can even move your rook. Here, if the rook does take, I'm taking with my g-pawn. Excuse me. Which, yeah, they did not want to do that. Okay, so queen f... No, you can't go queen f2 again. Bishop b3 gets played. Oh, bishop h4, okay. I would go queen d2 here and really think about sacrificing my rook for the bishop. Okay, so queen f3. Again, trying to get the triple up. There we go, rook to f1. The worst piece here is my bishop. Queen d2, and sacrifice on g5 with the bishop. What's wrong with this move? My tactic sense is tingling. What's wrong with this move? Knight f6 check, nice. Rook takes, and then rook takes. Now h6 is lost. No way to defend it. Ah. Very nice. No way to defend it. It gets defended. Very nice move here, bishop to g5. Now the knight can jump back to g6. h4, nice. Threatening h5 here to kick it again. Ooh, queen g3. Can you still just go h5 here? I think h5 is where we want to go. I think this forces off the queen trade, doesn't it? Is queen h4 check going to get played here? Queen takes h6, but knight takes g4 looks devastating. Ooh, very nice. Down a pawn, but still able to create all these, all this nice counterplay. And Yaz is a strong player. Looks like Muhammad's up to 41 now in first place. Spare My Rats in second with 37. Tied with Ping at also 37. And Yaz is at 36 in fourth place. Nice technical endgame here. Very nice move by Yak. Trying to close the position since he has the knight. This light square bishop, you're up a pawn, but do not see where the breakthrough's at. Rook g5, nice move again. Not afraid to trade. White offers the draw. So Yas realized how hard this position is going to be to win. Even if he could win it, it's just going to take too long, and there's only 17 minutes left to play in this tournament. I'm not sure Yak realizes that, so he's keeping. He's trying to keep the winning chances alive. Pawn takes, rook to a1. Ooh, okay. No, that's okay. You just go rook a2 here. I don't believe you want to allow rook takes c2 because the d3 pawn becomes very weak. Bishop f1 and then put it to e2. The bishop's a lot better placed there. Ping is now in first place at 42, beating Muhammad at 41, and Spare Marat is in third place with 37. And poor Yas, he does not want to play this game. But Yak really believes that they can do something about this. I don't think they realize that this is a chess tournament, not a chess game. So even if you do win this one game, because we do have this 2-second increment on this, it doesn't mean much. Yeah, and you can see, oh my gosh, poor... Oh, and Peng is on pause right now. I guess going to the restroom. And good. I think he finally realizes what's happening and just takes the draw. All right, so again, Peng's in first place with 42. He's back. He's back off pause. Muhammad's in second place, and Yaz in third place with 38. Let's see what Loco's up to. They both are berserking. Muhammad versus Loco. Muhammad did win the first game that they played. Although Loco looks like he's doing much better in this game. Has up the exchange and a pass C pawn here. Ooh, why did that get played? Was the queen trapped or something? Oh, the queen was trapped. Wow, poor Loco. I thought the position was just beautiful, and all of a sudden the queen gets trapped in the middle of the board. Knight f6, nice move. You don't want to take on c5, of course. e4, knight d5. What's going on here? You could try to do a light square build-up. So knight to... I don't think that's correct. I would have gone knight b4, allowing myself to defend. What is going on here, Muhammad? Check, and the endgame's not winning. Do not trade. Queen blocks. And now push the pawn forward. Another way to win this is to bring the king in front of the pawn, so you can blockade. Yeah, but Muhammad's being nice and tricky here. Queen takes c7. Nice. Looks like Loco's just as tricky here too. And checkmate at 1. Yep. All right. All right. Let's see. Ping versus Yaz, and this is a Catalan, I believe, or reversed. I'm not too sure. So high class theory right here. You can see that c7 lost, but man, I'm sure Black is pretty happy with this passed pawn over here on c2. One of the nice things about the pawn on b4, though, is it's restricting this knight on b1, which is in an internal prison, as long as these pawns are there. What is Yaz up to? Rook c8, maybe? Yaz in first place with... Muhammad in first place with 44. Ping in second place, 42. And Yaz in third place with 38. Okay. Yeesh. Do you take on b3? You lose the exchange, although these passed pawns actually become a reality. That's a tough decision. Nope, not willing to do it. Probably trade knights to give the bishop an escape square. I like this even better. Pawn takes, maybe bishop goes to a5. Oh, wait a second. Just trying to get the knight into there. Bishop b4. I'm trying to maintain this blockade that we have. And I don't want to lose my c3 pawn. Although bishop b4, I think they could play b4 there. Rook a4. And you can't take on a5. White offers a draw. Black declines the draw, of course. In a winning position. Retreat in our moment of triumph. What is Yaz calculating, though? He knows he doesn't want the draw. But what is he looking for in this position? Let's see. Where's Dan at? Did Dan move up at all? The Doctor has already resigned this tournament. A lot of the Grandmasters and title players have. Cool Arrow did... Cool Arrow. Green Arrow did not. I lost to my brother. Oh, what's your brother's name on here? Yeah, a lot of people are on pause right now. Oh my gosh. Well, we had 87 players here, which was nice. Oof, endgame not so easy though. Knight and bishop. Okay, so they're gonna win the pawn. I mean, it's a technical win. It's just gonna take time. And there's only 11 minutes left in this tournament. A lot of people have stopped berserking because this is a 3-2, and it's almost too big of a strategic win whenever you can't get the increment. When your opponent can literally just keep moving. Knight d5. Oof. Just a long game. White resign. Black is victorious. Yeah, it's gonna take time, but it's wasting too much time to try and win the tournament. Mohammed's moved up to 47. Ping's at 42, and Chess Wizard in third place with 40 points. Let's check what's. Oh, the game's already over. I was gonna say, it looks like Mohammed won this one very nicely against Karpov Mex. Yeah, very nice endgame here. The c-pawn's lost on an open c file here. Das Comp. Alright, let's check out what Wizard's up to. Mohammed, first versus third. Mohammed's with a dominating 47 points this tournament against Ping and a Chess Wizard. Ooh, good, a Sicilian. I think Mohammed's been playing some Najdorf too, which has been fun to see. Not many of the top players are playing Najdorfs. A lot of King's Indian attacks in very solid positions, so I like when they get crazy. Knight b7. Queen e2. Oh, I know this line. This is a very nice line. Trying to get to these, I think it's like, is it F4, G4 kind of stuff right away? I think I know this line. Never mind, I guess I don't. G5, I love this move. It gives you good access to the E5 square. King in the center, that's exactly what it's like whenever you're playing here. Rook takes C3 is a big threat here, which if I'm playing white, I hate to see these kind of sacrifices. Black's just sacrificing everything. His king's in the center, and yet I'm somehow worse. D5, did not allowing the sacrifice on C3, messing up the pawn structure. What's going on here? Alright, takes on d5. And rook c5 now will be winning the pawn. A nice idea you might try here is knight f5, threatening knight takes d6, check. Because of the pin. Even without the pin, you have knight takes d6 check for the other pin. Yeah, so he goes for it. Queen e4, now the pawn is defended. Just in the nick of time. Does e6 here do anything? Oh, e6 does do something. Yes, it does. It loses your queen in one move. Don't play e6. Very interesting game here. Okay, what do we do now? Queen a8, very nice. Developing the queen on the 16th move to a8 to win the d5 pawn. Well, no, I guess we can go knight e3, right? Knight e3 looks like the only way we can defend the pawn. But now that you move the queen out the way, now you can try this e6 idea if you like. I'm not sure if I like it so much. I would just keep developing pieces. Maybe like rook g8. Maybe bishop g7. Bishop h6. I would think that this is a very important bishop, and I wouldn't want to trade it out. But White's having a hard time here, not able to develop the pieces. I guess you could just play bishop e2 here for White, and rook h8. Okay, yeah, bishop e2 gets played. And I assume the h-pawn's going to be running forward pretty soon. Yeah, so he finally does play this e6 idea for the pin on the d5 pawn. Gosh. This is very annoying. Mohammed is doing very, very well this game. H3. I guess trying to free himself from the rook. From the pawn. So now you can play like rook F1 or maybe even rook E1. And wow, this would be Chess Wizards' first loss to Mohammed. They've played three games before this. 2 games before this, yeah. All right, rook over to F1. So he did play H2 to free it. I wonder why he added in the king E7 before taking on D5. Queen F4 check. See, knight takes, rook takes, rook takes. Yeah, I don't think those double pawns particularly help the chess wizard. Keeping queens on the board was probably the best chance. G4, H4. That knight E5 is a monster. I like this move, bishop H5. Threat is knight takes D5 and then queen to E6 check. Nice move. Also targeting the F7 pawn, but I don't think that's really a threat. Bishop takes, rook takes, right? The knight is defending it. So what do you play here? Queen C8? Kind of tripling up over here and defending on E6. Queen D8, looking to trade off this queen. Does knight takes D5 here work? Because the knight takes D5, the knight, if the queens can't trade because knight takes. Yeah, knight takes. Okay, good. Now what do we do? Bishop takes F7, check. No. I was hoping to try and play the rook over to E1, but no. That won't be any good. Oh, very nice. Bishop. Oh, no. You can't take the D5 pawn. What is happening here? See, queen G5. Probably threatening to go back to D2 to win the D5 pawn. Which, yeah, looks good to me. Is the king going to C6? Wow, this king is participating in everything around here. Bishop H5 again. Only 3 minutes left. I think this is going to be... well, Mohammed needs to win this game, and he'll clutch it. Mohammed's in first place with 47 points. Yaz right behind him at 43, and Spearmire Rat is in third place at 43 points also. Oh, so a tie for second and third. F6, but Mohammed's only down to 12 seconds here. Chess Wizard doing a very good job putting pressure on here, which I thought was just an easy win here for Mohammed. But getting very low on time again. This is probably why he's always winning, huh? Ooh, the pressure on there. Rook D2? Rook E2, okay. Yeah, now there is a threat there. Knight C4. Queen E1. Ooh, Queen H7, very nice move. Attacking both the bishop on H5 and C2. So I don't think that threatens checkmate, but still a very big threat. Rook takes C2. Bishop takes D5 check. Nice. Trade off rooks. Yeah, Mohammed's still slightly worse here. And especially when you're looking at this time. Oh my gosh, what's happening here? Knight to D3. Attacking the queen and the rook. Oh no! Playing for the draw though, or the time when queen d2, rook b1, bishop f3, but there's increment on this, so I don't think he's gonna be able to escape. How do you win with this though? Oh, the queen check? No, that doesn't do anything. That h pawn's getting stronger and stronger. Ah, so checkmating ideas now. But not checkmate. Mohammed hasn't figured this out yet. Queen c4 check. Queen d3 check. b3 check, maybe. Okay, yeah. Gets rid of this pawn. 40 seconds left. He needs this win. Mohammed needs this win to do it. White offers the draw just to try and get some points in. Loco now jumped into second place here. Yaz is now in third place with 43. If they keep playing this game, if they don't take the draw, then they're not going to. So they have to take the draw because they have to get the points. So now Mohammed gets pushed up, and Chess Wizard gets pushed down, 42. So just taking first place with this last second draw. If he had just waited, if he was spiteful against his opponent, at least he would have not let him take first place in this tournament, because this was a very long game. So yeah, 49 points. Congratulations. Thank you for everybody playing. Again, thank you so much for... oh gosh, you're having a tough time, Lucas. Thank you guys all for playing. I want to give a shout out to Chess for Less with their chess books and other chess equipment. And of course, American Chess Equipment for sponsoring this tournament of $60. This will be for every Friday this month. It's free to play. Just join in for the team. So we have Mohammed taking first place. Again, I think that was his third time playing this week. Third time taking first place. Congratulations to Mohammed. Second place going to Spare Marat, also another one of our winners. And Loco in third place. All right, well, thank you guys so much for joining us. We have our next tournament on Tuesday and then on next Friday. You guys have a nice weekend. If you guys have any questions, please let me know. Also, don't forget to follow if you haven't already. I'll talk to you guys later.